Have confidence. No confidence.
Howdy folks, it's J3 Puffin back at it again with my beloved and now multi-time co-hosts. We got Blank.
Hi.
And we got Gadget.
Where am I?
Well,
Looks like Hololive hell.
Yeah, so no one ever asked for this. No one sane who actually cares about the game of Weichschwartz asked for this, but I'm neither of those things. I am a Hololive simp. I've always been a Hololive simp. Let no one ever tell you anything different. Hololive is the reason that I got into this game, and as the title suggests, I got bored of waiting for Bushiroad to give me cards for, at the time, Generation 3 Indonesia, Reglass, and Advent. So there are no Hololive Justice cards in here. But the goal of this set was to give every girl who didn't have a Climax combo, give the ones who only got Climax combos in the set 2 set some additional cards for support. And also just get really fucking silly with it. These cards are some goofballs and a half, that's for sure. And to emphasize that, let's start off with the fancy little chart. So, this is a...
Alright.
Obviously, there are no trial decks, because Hololive doesn't need more trial decks. What it does have is...
More trial decks.
What it does have is your 101 cards. Like, I'm pretty sure it's 100 with the 101st being an alt art. Yeah, but I also have some promos because I'm one of the folks in a custom Discord had a specific image from a Hololive no graffiti that they wanted to make into a Climax because it just screamed Climax in their head. I was like, all right, bet. So it's a promo. As you can see,
this is a lot of climaxes.
Yeah, I mean there are 25 girls who needed them, so it's a lot of climaxes.
25 combos.
Just so I'm clear, this whole set is also Hololive trade.
Also Hololive trade, yes.
Okay, and the idea is you're effectively making double combos so that every girl is able to play a waifu variant?
Oh, just a single combo.
No.
Just so that you can mix them all with the gen mates with other groups. I have another thing that I haven't been working on very seriously, but I threw together some combos. And I've already kind of made some other stuff for additional Hololive cards. That is kind of the start of getting more waifu decks in rotation. I think the only one that I actually have that set up for right now is Lammy, just because some stuff came together.
I love Lammy. I'm the only person I know who plays her level 1 combo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You tried to convince
Plus
me
the combos.
too, but I was like, oh.
The combo's cool. If you build it right, you can like hit over early plays and then bounce 2 characters back to your hand. It's pretty sick.
I must not remember.
My build is weird and has like a million different ideas going on, and sometimes it shits itself, but it plays Marine top end, so it always has a chance.
Fair. Oh,
I guess this is gonna be funny, right? We're literally both blind reacting to this, correct?
Yeah. This is some mad shit. So
I know about the Fauna card already because I specifically asked to see Fauna.
Yeah,
I love Fauna.
Yeah.
Just for context, I mean, Blank, you don't have like a full playset of Hololive, but you've played some of it, right?
I have at least 4 decks, although Thomas is borrowing cards out of all of them right now because he wanted to build Bay, and he's had them for like a month and a half.
Yeah. Volk and I both have a playset, so I've played a lot of the different Hololive decks, let's just say that.
Yeah, and currently I have 8 Hololive decks sitting in deck boxes. Everyone here has done some Hololive. It's hard not to. Like, even people who would never go near it, Hololive kind of have, like, poked at it a little bit. Just because.
Yeah. I've got, like, 6 or 7 decks sleeved right now, and more in a pile. We've all played the set. We all know how deep the card pool is, so we're going to be scrutinizing the hell out of these.
Well,
I think.
Yes and no. Because really, this isn't a... This is an
I choose the power set, like he told me before you entered call.
The math is right. on like most of this stuff, really that's the only the double check at worst. It's like, hey, all of this should be mathematically correct. Most of it, if not all of it, is not cards Hololive ever needs to actually see print. This is not a thing that I would ever actually want to see happen. But
okay, so basically,
I put some things on cardboard.
I'm gonna be giving them a letter grade, and then I'll also be giving them a yes or a no based on how broken I think they are. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down to do that. Yeah.
Whatever shit that's just like passing over the no-fly zone and being like actually printable as written.
I mean, the crazy thing about Bushiroad is like I was just rewatching the Green Set review today because I'm a narcissist, but I remember telling that story about the custom set combo I made, but it was like Marion on a bar, and I was like, Bushiroad would never do that, and then they did. So like, I don't know, give them 3 years, maybe you'll get some of these as real cards. We'll see, you know.
I just need the nuts.
I mean, they're gonna keep printing Hololive sets, so.
Yeah, the power creep knows no bounds.
All right, let's kick this off. Let's start off with a card that actually just straight up doesn't need to exist in its current form now that Summer Set came out, because all these cards were made back when Advent, they had just debuted. There's like a couple of weeks in, so I had no idea what was in Summer Set.
There's so many red cards. Oh my god.
Yeah, yelling read at least will be kind of a breeze. So here we have Dear Highest Emperor Laplace Darkness. So if this card is in your memory, your other copies of her also count as the level 3.
Huh?
On reverse, you can pay 1, set top deck to clock, and send her to memory, as long as you have another character on stage, to search your deck for a VTuber or Hololive trait character. When she does, if your memory has 1 or less card, you can send a copy of the level 0 from waiting room to memory. So like, this does what the helmet does now in the current build, because you just run like some number of copies of that so that you can get, you know, your resonate target before you go into turn 1 Chloe shenanigans. But like, I didn't know that card was coming, so I was like, alright, I've played this deck to hell. I would like to run something that isn't the level 3 Laplas so that I'm not tempted to run the Choice Climax. Let's make something that makes that happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this card is basically designed to skip the process, and also because there's a couple of other, you know, there's 3 Secret Society X characters that need climax combos. So if any of them care about the name, you don't want to force them to have copies of the level 3 climax combo be dead. So it's like, hey, here's a level 0 replacement card that's also just good. You can just run this on top of it if you really wanted to.
Alright, so I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
See, this is an N rarity card. Is every card in this set just an N rare?
Uh-huh. It is treated as a premium booster because I didn't
God.
realize
100 card premium booster. I'd blow my brains out.
Yeah, I didn't realize how insane I was going to get with it. What I would probably do if I was going to practice this as an actual product is like, I would just straight up give a playset of every card in it. Like, you make it like a fairly expensive product, but you just like, here, have a playset. All this is legal. Go nuts. Because pulling packs for this is just not a thing you can do reasonably.
Fair. Alright, so when I read this, I thought the way that you had this worded is, like, while it's in your memory, all of the copies of this card on stage are also treated as the Laplace, so that, like, you could field 1 less copy of it to get the cancel burn 1 twice.
Oh, you can also
the way you have it is you're intending it for it to work in all zones.
Yep.
So effectively, once you have 1 in memory, all your remaining 3 copies are just your finisher. So instead of playing a 3-2 that you just have to play towards, you can just play a consistency card and just kind of clutch that the whole game.
Exactly.
And also being a 0 makes it easier to grab off your Ricos, and Hololive has like at least 2 that I know of off the top of my head.
Yep.
So Hololive is not like hard up for memory. This is just another card that you can just blatantly send to your memory to get any character.
I like memory.
Admittedly, memory is off-gen.
Yeah.
It's off-gimmick or whatever. But
memory is memory. So I'm going to give this a... Would I play this card? I wouldn't play this card in Hololive. Because I would just play Kanata, Ricky. I think having a card that holds board is better for the kind of decks I like to play. So I'm going to give this a B+. Well,
I guess the question is...
The question is, do I want it to be a yes or a no?
Also, how often do you even play Chloe combo, right? Like, You personally.
Well, I played it at regionals.
Fair.
Yeah, bro, he was on my
You know
team.
what? Yeah, you know what? If I had played Chloe at regionals with this card instead of La Plus, I would have been a lot happier.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I think
hope so, right? Like, that's the goal.
I think I have to give this the yes. Actually, I'm gonna give this a yes. Thumbs up.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
card.
I'm on board too.
This card just does the job. I get why they're not gonna just make a replacement card. Like, this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't just retrade cards like that. At least unless you're doing a re-edit set. But like,
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
They've done it.
I mean,
right?
this effect exists.
Yeah.
Like, it's not anything. Now, what I wanted is like Chloe doing cosplay of Laplace. That way, I don't actually have to play Laplace in my deck. I like Chloe. I hate the fact that I have to run this stupid Laplace to play my Chloe combo when I don't care about Laplace.
That's
I don't mind playing La Plus,
hilarious.
but it would be better if it was a level 0 that you didn't have to fix for.
Also, I'm a sucker for clock memory Rickies because I play a lot of Summer Pockets and I play Kamome a lot. Is is this card okay? So this card is statted correctly. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
ought to be.
Okay.
I don't remember what set in English has this off the top of my head.
I mean,
Oshino Ko's about to have one, but it's its only effect, and it's 500 power.
Oh wow.
I know the name things are right. Oh, it's the another character condition. That's what it is. Because you have to have another character on board to actually fire this. Not another traded character, another character, period. Which is a 1.25x condition. So she paid 2k to get 2500 to get that, which left her 500 so that she could have the send herself to memory condition.
For the second ability, and then the other ability is just free.
Yeah, because it's one or less. It has to be the.
I'm gonna do the thing that you do that annoys the hell out of me. Why didn't you make it so this card couldn't side attack, nerd?
Because I like multiplying more than just throwing drawbacks on shit. It's fun to. It's fun to.
I don't want to hear any more flack for that green ghost combo. Then you come you.
Well, you
I offered to come in as a sub for your set review, and the first card is already a fractional profile.
Well, yeah, it's fractional like properly. The problem with that one was it didn't come out right.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go on to one that isn't nearly as fractional. This is our first Reglass card, putting the M in management. Ichicho Rurika. On play, she's a top check 3 for events, and on reverse, she's a stock bomb.
Wow.
It's Bochi.
I mean, it's boring.
Yeah.
It's not Bochi.
It's
Bochi is
oh.
Bochi's on reverse
Never mind.
This is better.
Oh, this is
Bochi
a vent Rise? I like that better actually.
Yeah. I don't know what you would play this in, but I don't think it's okay. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I do see there is an event coming up for EN. What I'm gonna do
There's like
is this one's getting a C+, and if I see any more broken events, it's gonna get bumped up higher.
Oh, you will. I'm sure you will.
You know what? I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
And this gets a big yes from me.
This gets a no from me because the whole point of me wanting to play Fauna is because she can grab an event off the top 4, and they didn't even print any events in set 2.
Yeah.
Fauna can do that.
Fauna can at least grab events.
Yeah, because that's
her combo still sucks, but like whatever.
Can't get events.
I guess.
Oh, she just grabs level character, I guess.
No,
she can grab any character from top 4 or an event.
Yeah, trade.
But she can't plus.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like Event Rize. I was playing a lot of Spy Family, and I never really got a chance to play the Anya stuff. I was playing mostly Lloyd, but I think it's really cool that you can do this. I think it's cool that Spy Family has the Aincrad event. So, like, if you're not doing any of the early play shenanigans, you can just incidentally play 4 of the Aincrad and have a card that can sometimes get it. I think that's really cool. Obviously, this is a regloss card, but, like, I would love to play this in Gamers. I think that is a really funny implication that you can do with this.
Yeah.
And we already know there's, like, 2 different Corone cards. Like, there's the Corone that can put herself into memory with her own effect to give all your gamers counter. And then there's the other Corone that can put that card to your memory for free.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of different ways to give your gamers event the counter, and this is just another card that can help you play into that.
Yeah.
Which just incidentally has a bomb effect And like Hololive isn't hard out for bomb effects already, you know. So this is just another like thing you can do if you want to.
I don't know any of the events so far I would ever like put this in. Because Gamers has so many ways to grab that event already. Like the card you copied in for your Scooby-Doo thing is just like every time you play a climax, pay one, get the Gamers. So I'm just like, I don't even think so far, because I haven't seen any events in this set, of course.
Yeah.
Like there's anything worth slotting this card for.
Maybe you play this in Gen 4. And this gets you the Gen 4 event, so you can smack them with it.
Oh yeah, the 3/4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
make the set 1 Toa combo a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Toa got a set 2 combo. The finisher is just better. It's fine.
That's on the list as an early game Toa combo. All right, let's move along to the Coyote.
All right, we got this. Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
All right, this card is called Lab Coyote Akui Koyori. So continuous, you may choose the event in your waiting room with the effective choice. Just so everybody remembers, the event is a 0-cost event. If you have 3 or more Secret Society characters, you get to search your deck for a climax.
Yeah, it's a 1/1.
It's also cost 1.
But yeah.
Oh, it's a 1 cost.
Search
So
your
it
deck.
is just straight glow sticks. Okay.
Yeah, it's search your deck for
Cost
climax
2K.
and give a character
Okay.
3K.
Basically, you can get that event off the choice, which is a really good thing to have in Secret Society. When WoW is placed in your climax area, if you have another VTuber or Hololive character, choose a HoloX or a VTuber character in your waiting room, put it to stock. So it's on only the Secret Society characters. Gets you free stock.
Also needs to say
then-
VTuber or Hololive character. There was a previous version of this where I was trying to shortcut like every instance of mentioning VTuber is also saying Hololive because Ron Elm put in like a little hack for his Kerara Fantasia stuff, but then he explained the concept to me. It's like, oh no, it actually works in reverse, which means it doesn't actually work for the thing that I want to be doing with it anyway. So when I first said like, hey, I want to do a set review of this, I like last minute just went on a fucking copy paste spree. So any more instances of that, if it says just VTuber, it also should say Hololive. There is some stuff that just says Hololive on purpose. That won't get confusing at all.
All right.
Okay.
The third line of text is you can act, ditch a card and rest this card, search your deck for a level 1 or 1 level X character, reveal it. Shuffle X is the level of the card you put into this waiting room by this effect. So if you can ditch a level 1, rest this, and then search your deck for a level 1 or lower character.
It has to be exactly level.
Okay. So you ditch a 1, you get a 1. You ditch a 3, you get a 3. You ditch a 0, you get a 0.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All right, Blank, what were you going to say?
Well, I don't know how to evaluate this card.
I do.
I don't. Well, I guess it's like you pay Sphere Resonate every turn, but I don't think it's actually like anything crazy.
Alright, so you can basically only play this in Secret Society. Like, this is one of those cards that you could probably print it uncommon or rare, and it would be fine in a normal set. It would just be a random incidental card. A card I'm always going to compare level 0 combos to is the Lisbeth from Seven Deadly Sins, which is a stock soul combo on play mill 1, salvage equal to its level or lower. So, like, everything basically, your combo basically has to be as good as that for it to be relevant, to the point where you're gonna like forego playing a level 1 combo. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, would I want to slot 2 to 4 copies of this in my deck over playing the Chloe door? And the answer is no, I would not, because I don't need the stock that badly.
No.
But the second effect is completely insane. So I'm rating it like this.
Yeah, like they haven't printed it, but it was like, you know, she's doing her lab experiment. She's accidentally transmuting someone into something close but not quite right.
Oh,
Yeah?
I think you could have, because you know all the Secret Society girls all revolve around that Lab Plus, like we discussed on the first slide. You could have made this the D-side card, where you just discard a copy of the Laplace finisher, and you could like go search your deck for any card.
Oh
Because
god.
there's a Jessica in D-side that discards a copy of her finisher, and you can go search anything.
Oh, that's fascinating. I didn't know
I
about
like
that.
that way more.
Yeah,
I think that I would probably grade that card the same, but at least I think it's more balanced than this.
I mean, this one
And the
gets really tight on like. There's a lot more fail to find hypothetically than in anything like that.
yeah, but you can. But it's also like you can't discard anything. It's got to be the thing that made it like crazy strong in D side was like they had an early play that like refreshed your deck if you had 5 or less cards in deck. And then you also searched a character after you refreshed. So you'd search the Jessica finisher, and then you tap down the Jessica, discard, and go search another card. So you not only didn't take refresh damage, but then you compress 2 immediately.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really work anymore because I think the cards that like got incidentally hit by the ban list
With the ones
because that wasn't the broken deck. That was like a really good deck, but it wasn't the broken deck from D side. It's just all the cards that made it work were caught in the crossfire.
That makes sense. Many such cases.
Just so I'm clear, this is like 500, 500, 1K, how you have it budgeted, right?
Yes. Yeah, because this is a whole brand new effect. That was the. It's one of the examples that's just like,
Yeah.
It's close enough.
I feel like that third effect should probably be 1500. But like, the fact that it even exists means I'm splitting hairs already.
Yeah.
I can go figure out like what the power on that Jessica is if you want me to.
Oh, I don't. I don't want to be here all night.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that off stream. In the meantime, we can move on to the next card instead.
Sounds good. It's Mori. Hi, Mori. Alarm. If this is on top of your clock, all your other myth event and copies of this card get a soul trigger. Okay, I already don't like where this is going. And then, oh my god, you print administrator? Okay, well.
Oh wow.
This card's getting the old.
Oh wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, it's my domain.
It's put the clock. Look at 4. Take a level 1 or higher card.
All right, so you already have admin, but you just randomly put an alarm condition on it it'll always trigger whenever you.
Dude, it's just like Gura will never whiff. Gura's never gonna whiff. You're gonna play 4 of this, 4 Ina, 4 of this event, like.
Yeah,
you just shove all your Lamian memory in your
shoving more. Yeah, you're shoving more zeros into your deck with soul triggers. Like, yeah, you get to incidentally play 4 more cards that I guess 3 more technically, but like 4 more cards that Gura can hit off of.
Make that like 7.
I mean, it's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's
I'm just gonna kind of glance at this and then.
Yeah. This is the this cards like
what
this.
The flip is this?
Cards
are
like,
you out of your mind?
Let's slide over.
Let's
slide over to the event real fast, just because I feel like that's the next step of this process, right?
So if I'm reading this correctly, so this isn't this just the Aincrad event that I was talking about?
Oh no, it's better.
Aincrad on a backup.
It's better, yeah, because you have to have the myth character on field, so it gets to have the counter on it.
Yeah. Okay, so you mill top 4, you choose level X or lower, and you add it to hand. And X is equal to the amount of soul triggers you mill. So I think Aincrad is mill up to 4, right?
No, it's mill 4.
It's Mando, yeah.
I think
is it mill 4? Okay.
It's copy pasted.
Now Mori's combo is up to 4.
Callie's combo is up to 4. Yeah, okay.
But all the events say 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they have not printed this card yet, but here's hoping they never do. We'll see.
I don't even think the event's a problem. I think the Callie's a problem.
No, for sure. I just think that it's like weird looking at this and being like, yeah, that event's probably like a B or a B plus. I'm gonna give it the no because I hate it. But this is a 2027 card. Sooner or later they're gonna print it. But yeah, admin, I think you have to give the A plus too. I think this is a card that you like. not only is it a card you would play in random other Hololive decks, you could just like it's a card that's going in EN immediately.
One of the major things was obviously because every girl is getting a combo, there is, at least theoretically, not just one EN deck anymore, but
All right.
it's proud, like, if you're going for like the thing that you would play in a tournament, obviously you're probably still throwing in some variation of Gura, even with the limit on it, but you do have some replacement options
Okay.
that also
I'm gonna just ask.
play around.
Do the other EN top ends also have payoff for playing Soul Triggers?
So like, not in the literal sense
You
that
don't.
Gura does, but you want to
Okay.
be playing highest soul for the Kiara, and the Ina honestly
Okay.
is kind of doing her own thing. You could go either way. These cards are goofy as hell.
Yeah. The other thing that's dangerous about these cards is that I just realized this is technically better than the Miko clock encore. Like if you're at 1, like say you're at
How do
0
you
6,
put this in Kanata?
yeah, you say you're 0 6, you do this
Shit.
effect, you get 4, you get the Miko, right? And then you play the Miko, you play this over the Miko, you clock encore the Miko, and then you play another card, get this back from waiting room, and then you can clock it, and you just keep switching them back and forth. Except
It
that
also
instead of
fixes
incidentally
yellow for your
recurring it,
stock swap.
correct.
Yeah, this card is a dangerous technology in every sense of the word.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give it the S for that, but there are multiple implications for this for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Yikes!
The next profile on the list has fear implications. But that's another soul trigger.
As what? What is that?
Okay. I'm stop. Just stop.
No, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna come to bat for this card. Why don't you read it first?
Okay. All right. Fine. All your other Hololive and VTuber in front of this get 500, and then rest his card or choose one of your characters gets 1,000. It has a soul trigger. Fuck off.
All right. So hear me out. You are right. However, in
No,
Mirrorverse,
don't
in
care.
the TD,
Don't
there is
care.
a Scrooge McDuck that says it's a global 500 for Disney trait characters, and then it has act pay 2 rest this to salvage a Disney or Mirrorverse character from your waiting room,
And it
and it
has a
has a
soul
soul.
trigger.
Yep.
Don't care.
So I'm not. I know you don't care. I'm just saying that there is precedence for cards like this. They are printing them.
No, I
So
know.
like,
I've seen the Mirrorverse stuff, but
yeah.
like
But
this
like,
set
I
already
don't.
has too many.
Yes.
Oh sure, no, yeah, for sure, for sure. I think this profile, like in a vacuum, is actually fine. I don't think I would ever play it except that it has a soul trigger.
Exactly.
But like, I'm gonna give it a yes because we already know that they're fucking doing this.
Well, no, because I'm doing these bottom things rated on if they should be printed in Hololive, not if they should be
Oh,
printed
that's just in
generally.
general. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably the.
I
because
mean,
this
in
is a
that case,
Hololive set.
Yeah.
okay. So in that case, here's what we're gonna rate this then.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no. Okay.
Yeah, let me just
sure.
switch that.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
I think the card is bad, but like I'd never sleeve it unless I was playing. I literally never want to whiff Gura, and I want all my attacks to be for like 3, basically.
The other thing you could do
Yeah.
is you could just cut your High Brainstorm down to like 2 or 3 copies and throw in some of this as an extra back row card.
Dude, imagine playing this
Hold on.
over a brainstorm.
Why didn't you just make this the Aaron assist from Attack on Titan?
So.
Because that card's global 1K on turn. Rest self give character 1500. You
So.
could just put a soul trigger on that.
Number of things. First off, I don't
But
like.
that would be more fair. It wouldn't be a 0 that you could just incidentally slot in. You'd actually have to commit to playing it.
So.
Yeah, but the point is he wants it on a 0 because he's a crazy man.
Rewind all of that bullshit. None of that matters. Because this card, it was just like I put text on a card and called it a day. I knew that I wanted more like lower level Calliope stuff because the only stuff that we have is like non-zeros, and it's like, well, there should be some level 0 Calliope Morrisons. And,
This is
well,
this is the second Mori in this set, isn't it?
it's the
Yeah,
yeah.
some
There's
girls got
only
two.
the 2. So here's how the math worked out, right? I went through and I calculated like based on how many cards like got put into like set 1 and set 2, like how many cards I would need to put the girls on like roughly even footing. So
Okay.
the ones who got combos in set 2 got 2 non-combo cards. The ones who didn't get combos got combos in this set, and then the girls who didn't exist at all at the time that I was doing it, so Gen 3 Indonesia, Regloss, Advent, got like 3 cards apiece, and one of those cards is guaranteed a combo.
Okay.
And all
That's
of
why
that,
there's like 2 faunas in here. Okay.
and all of that comes
Man,
with some
that's fun.
exceptions, because there's a couple of cases where the rule was broken because it was either funny or just needed to be done for flavor. Because all of these cards, regardless of whatever they're doing, are very rooted into like the lore shit of Hololive. Not like the streaming stuff, but the actual like the characters that they've put together. I would change.
I'm gonna
this
say
card
what I
in a
said
heartbeat,
during the Pikmin set. Like, this card is not very good, but it is a card that can incidentally pump power and has a soul trigger on it. So there's literally no downside to putting it in your deck. So, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it probably shouldn't exist.
This one should have fewer issues. This is Wine and Dine Ichijou Veruca. So she has 2 different climax filter effects. When a character's trigger check reveals a yellow or green climax, if you have 2 or more Regloss characters, you may pay a stock to draw a card. When your character's trigger check specifically reveals her genmate's bar, you may pitch a climax from your hand to choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. It occurs to me, when you do the bar, you can do both of these. I'm not sure that that's a problem.
It's probably not. I think it would depend on what the actual green combo does, but like we'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's inherently a problem on its own.
Is the green combo level 0 combo?
It
Yeah,
is.
it is. Oh, but there's also a level. Oh no, that's not the combo though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to read the green one. I'm not going to read the combo. I just wanted to see like what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. In a vacuum, this would probably read like a C. Whenever a character's trigger check reveals a climax, pay cost, ditch climax, do effect. That's an ability that's like on generic level 1 profiles. Like, you could even probably justify that being a 500 power, if it's just off of only this climax. I don't know how much power the first effect is traded as. I think it's probably also 1,000 or 500.
Yeah.
So this might be 500 stronger than you have it. I'm not sure.
I'd have to check my notes if I made notes.
Let me see here. Trigger climax, pay 1, draw 1. They can pay out your dirty stock with the bar. Or if you trigger a choice, you can also take the clean stock with the choice and pay that out.
Also,
that's really good.
This is also primarily because the green climaxes that aren't the AO bar, the other 2 are playing bag.
Sick. All right, you know what?
Because this has an 8
say less. Say less. Say less. Say less.
Sure, why not? Yeah,
we love bags.
This card is.
I'm glad me and Gadget were on the same page because I started typing Shore and I just see that he put Shore also and I'm like, what the world?
Yeah.
My box is too small. I want to write more things. Oh wait, I can just shrink the text. Aha.
That you can.
I don't see any problem with this card, but like I don't know if I would ever run it. Like I don't know anything about Regloss for one thing. And like this is hard like Regloss locked basically.
Yep.
What do we know about Hololive that could potentially make it break bag? I don't think there's anything crazy, is there?
I have no idea.
They don't print bad triggers in Hololive. So.
I've also
Well, I know, but that's my point. Is like,
Yeah.
is there anything that exists that the implication of having bag would be broken? There's no ditch one twin drivers, are there?
Yeah, there is. There's level 0 Ayame. It's also the
Oh,
level swap.
all right, that's an interesting implication.
Oh yeah.
And then there's
Potions.
like just having more stock in Hololive just means you can do more bullshit,
Yep.
which is why like choice was so valued, but then they printed the choice finishers to like all be kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Because like Coco's like, oh, I guess it's time to spin the roulette wheel or whatever. And then
Spin the
Laplace is
wheel.
like
Oh, that's later in game.
cancel burn one, which is like whatever.
You basically have to play the metal in order to get that extra stock.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I didn't print a choice finisher in this set.
Isn't the Kiara off choice?
Nope.
Oh wait, no, she's off shot, isn't she?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll get to her
that's
last in yellow. In the
The
meantime.
Iroha's off choice anyway.
Oh, you're right. I did print a choice finisher.
Right. Well,
Right, to make 8 choice Secret Society an option. All right.
I guess we'll get there.
Yep.
No, we want Chloe. More Chloe.
That's later. In the meantime, behold.
Right. Can I read this one?
Feel free.
Okay. When your characters, this is hatching plans Otonose Kanade.
Fish egg.
When your character's trigger check reveals a climax, choose one of your characters gains 1,000. That's pretty cool. Resonate, pay 1. Resonate the level 3 Kanade. Rest this card, look at up to 3, choose up to 1, regloss, or VTuber, or Hololive character. Oh, I'm sorry. Choose up to 1 hashtag regloss event, or character, or Hololive VTuber character. Reveal it, put it to hand. So it's like the, what is it, the Louis resonator?
Louis, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but it gets you it is for regloss. Okay.
Yep.
Have we seen the event for this yet?
It's
Not
3
yet,
slides
okay.
down.
Well,
When we
read
talk
it.
about the Rurika combo, we'll talk about it more. I realized I forgot
Okay.
that this was the first mention of it, so I could have moved it up here. But we have the resonate target
fine.
to talk about too, so.
Yeah. So the short thing is the regloss event's a 1/0 green counter event, and we'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
The other card is, so it's an 8/5 level 3 2 cost. It's for Sando Otonose Kanade. That's cool. Is she like a singer?
Uh-huh.
Opera singer?
I think Regloss is like all singers, but I don't know for sure.
So during your turn, choose plus 3k, and then if you have a total experience of, oh boy, alright. Your experience is 8 or more, but it's placed on stage from hand. Choose up to 2 of your VTuber Hololive characters. They get the following ability on a turn. This ability activates 1 time per turn when damage dealt by this card is cancelled. Top card deck to waiting room. Deal X damage, where X is the level of that card plus 1. So on play, if you have 8 or more experience, you get to give 2 of your characters Musashi burn until end of turn.
Yep.
That's pretty spicy.
Can I get a thanks? I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it for 8,000, Ron.
It's like I wouldn't even like play any of the other Regloss shit. I would just play this fucking card. And just like, oh, I'm gonna give my finisher 2 other finishers Musashi, and then I don't even have to attack with this card.
Yeah, as long as you can work the experience 8 condition. Yeah, go for it.
I mean, you just
Is
play
there a
extra
regloss?
copies of this.
Yeah, there is a regloss level 3 finisher. Okay.
Yep.
So this is where I kind of get to do Weiss brain things, because you might look at this card and go, hey, now wait a second, you need experience 8. That's kind of difficult to do. Azure Lane's trying to play for experience, right?
It wasn't difficult in Azure Lane either.
No, it's not. My point is that people don't seem to think when they look at the card like this, and the first thing they're going to think is, God damn, my Mari now will also be a Musashi, or my Laplace will now also be a Musashi, or my Guro will now also be a Musashi. But the thing is, the other thing you can do, so there's this deck, you might have heard of it. It's kind of popular. It's called 8 Standby Hololive, and that deck just has level 1 combo and level 0 combo. And even if you decide to incidentally play the Choco level 2 combo, that deck has a bunch of like really nice off finishers that just incidentally burn 1. So this card says, hey, all those off finishers that you're already playing in really high counts, which also plays into your experience, they all get Musashi burn. Like as I was talking, I was just thinking, hey, you could play the Toa early play combo, or you could play the Choco level 2 combo and just have this be your top end. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that deck they banned, yeah, the deck that just got 3 cards, limited in JP, yeah, why don't we give them this? So like, yeah, you can't play Luna anymore with your field swap and your Amagi. Cool, here's this card. You just play Kanade with Ozki, and then you get to Musashi burn 2 Ozkis, and if they win their board, which they will, because by the way, this card is 11-5 on turn, 13-5 with Ozki. Now you get to cancel. Now you get to burn your opponent 1 damage scry, and if they cancel anything, they're burning X again.
Okay, and then okay. Also think about this in like the new like Mume Rushia thing, because you can stack 4 with Mume, hit a burn 5, and then your other 2 lanes have Musashi on them, on top of being off finishers already. Like this card is cancer. Like this should have never been printed. Not in Hololive. Like you could probably get away with this card in Azure Lane, because yellow got nothing in Azure Lane. Like literally nothing. But this in Hololive is the most like no. What, like, I understand you're like, I choose the power. You've chosen incorrectly.
So I don't like it. This doesn't do anything else.
I don't care. It's a resonate card for some other shit if you want to play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the A+ for sure. I think this is a real card Bushiroad probably will print in a different set, but yeah, this is a big fucking no for Hololive.
Not allowed in Hololive.
Yeah.
The resonator card is like actually fine, but
this one's just a B. Honestly, I don't even remember what the Louis does.
Resonators.
It can give a soul.
Yeah, she markers a card out of your waiting room when you flip a climax, and then you can give a character a soul. So it's like kind of some deck compression. Most of the time I just forget about it until I actually find that, oh shit, if I had done that, it would have been really relevant and helpful. Because it's just kind of a...
Yeah, I think giving +1 soul is probably more relevant than giving 1,000 power. So I'm going to give this a plus on the principle that I would 100% choose to play this over the Louis. I think it's fine. Problem is, like, this is your resonate target. If this is your resonate target, then, like...
Yeah, there's the
you'd play this over Louis? You think the 1,000 power is better than a soul?
Oh no, wait, sorry, you're right. I misunderstood that. I said I do like the soul more. Sorry.
Yeah, keep in mind,
yes, I would play Louis over this.
That is a one. Like you only get the 1 marker, and it's just sitting there. Like it is.
I don't care. I would
like you can do it every turn. Just trigger another climax.
Yeah, just trigger a climax forehead.
Sure. I've played enough of that deck. That's not how that works. There's one like basic fix that I'd probably do. I may actually end up going through and giving these cards another pass on ballots and shit, come to think of it. Just because after hearing all that and being like, oh yeah, that'd be great, and then remembering, wait, I like to play it Stand By that way. I wouldn't necessarily want people to actually like play this card. The easy fix would actually just be to make this trait thing, specifically just reglass characters. And
yes. Well, yeah. You say that now. We haven't read your regloss finisher yet.
Oh no, it might make the regloss. It might make that regloss card really, really good, but that would actually be a good thing because it's a bag finisher anyway. So like, privilege.
We'll see how much privilege you're allowed to have with bag when you're in a set like Hololive.
We will see.
The Hololive privilege might outweigh the bag privilege.
It might. In the meantime, let's talk about one of the cards you may be pairing up with this. This is Market Research Ichiji Ruruka. We just knocked out all the Ruruka cards like super early because she was low level focused. When this card attacks this is a base 2k level 1. When this card attacks, this card gets 500 power for each character on the board, period. So if you have a full board and your opponent has a full board, she is getting 5,000 power. When she reverses her opponent, if her choice is in the climax area, look up to 2, grab any of the event or VTuber characters from among them, put them in your hand, put the rest in your waiting room.
Odd.
This is Dio. No, Dido from Azure Lane, basically. Like, the power condition's different. The power condition's kind of cool, actually. But this is like Dido, but it swings like... No,
Oh, it's
it
on
swings at the
reverse.
same power.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
Yep, I made it because
I was reading this as if it was Kotori at first, and I was like,
oh god, yeah, that's way different. Yeah.
No, yeah, no, this is way better than that.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure I did.
And by better, I mean it's more reasonable because you have to get the reverse.
Yeah, I think I did.
Actually, this is
Dio combo maybe, or it was some Azure Lane card that I found this combo on. I'm pretty sure.
No, it ain't Azure Lane. This is
Dido.
It's also the UA and Hajime combo from Ari Ferretta.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got
that would make sense.
Get the Toradora character.
But you can only get one? This card gets 2.
No, you get both.
Okay.
Yeah.
You only whiffs on climax.
I do.
Exact same profile on a choice.
It's interesting that this isn't like, I guess because you can get an event that you didn't make this Taiga. Because Taiga and Dengeki is check 3, add 2 characters, but you can't add events.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the trade-off.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to grab this event for sure.
E- or B straight. Problem is, if the Regloss deck is good enough, this is just a straight B. If it's not good enough, this is competing with both Karone and Watame and Kali, and I don't think it sees play. This becomes like the 4th or 5th best choice level 1 combo in this set, depending on how highly you value the Oboro.
I think Kiara probably ranks above this too, honestly.
Oh, I forgot. Kiara just came out too. Yeah,
for like
the
general purpose. Yeah.
If you, so I guess the next
you know,
question is going to be, how do we feel about the event? So we'll read that next, but that's going to probably determine my score on this. I think this is fine for Hololive, but like I'm gonna give it the minus for now. I would never play this card. I'm a Korone apologist, and even then, I like Subaru too much, and I like Kiara too much to ever probably want to sleeve this, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys remember the Matsuri set 1 combo?
I remember it exists.
The Matsuris just look at the top card of your deck, add it to hand, but it has that like really cool like act power condition where it gets, if you use an act, it gets a fuck ton of power. Yeah, you can get it like pretty big. I've been wanting to make a deck out of her and Hachima, the Hachima finisher, because it also has that act thing and it can early play as soon as the summer set comes out.
Yeah, when I did that, I did Mel Hachima, but also I just wanted to play Mel cards. The Matsuri combo just did not speak to me. Let's talk about this event now.
Here we go. It's a 1/0 green counter event. If you don't have a Regloss character, you can't play this card from your hand. Reveal the top card of your deck. Search your deck for a level X or lower VTuber or Hololive character. Reveal it to your opponent. Put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. X is equal to the level of the revealed card. So you reveal the top of your deck, and then you put it back, and then you can immediately search your deck for that card or a card with the same level or lower.
Yes.
And you really took some inspiration from Azure Lane, huh?
Uh-huh.
As a counter.
Yeah, I direct.
Wait, this has a counter on it?
Because it needs a character condition. Yeah, so I remember I saw that event and was like, this is sick. It needs a counter. Where do I want to put it? I know. Let's put it in the new gen that doesn't have any other pre-existing support.
Wow.
And so Regloss gets it.
Alright, I'm going to be biased here. A+.
Yeah. That card on Azure Lane's sick. You just never ever play it because it's Azure Lane. You don't play like that in Azure Lane.
You could play it in Azure Lane, but it has like nothing that can grab it because it's one of the events that doesn't have like a combo that can get it or a bonder or anything.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
so it's like.
Meanwhile, this card's super easy to grab. I think it's actually easier to get this than Gamers.
I think so? Easier than Gamers?
I think it might be. We'll go through it. We can check as we go through, but
Alright, here. I need to spiel really quick here. Alright, so you're telling me you made a level 1 combo, which is effectively the Hajime and Yue from Ari Ferretta, right? On reverse, look at 2, add everything, and it's on the event. Ari Ferretta had this really sick torch in their trial deck with like this huge downside of you could play it whenever, but you had to put it on the bottom of your deck, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, cool, you got to play torch, but you got to play this kind of really weird condition where you always knew the bottom card of your deck was going to be clean, and you had to be careful about that. So now you're telling me instead of doing that, you have this event, And instead of like rolling the dice on looking at top 4, you just get to search your deck and pull one clean card out. Now, you could argue that's not as good to be on a counter. I'm telling you right now, the reason that I printed the cigarettes counter in the Scooby-Doo set was so I could go gambling for cancels. And this is exactly what this card's doing. It's helping you get like 1% more compressed, or I guess like 2 or 3% more compressed. And I think that is absolutely sick. I think it's insane.
It's guaranteed.
What were we talking about? There was like we were talking about what is the Pikmin set that had something like this?
Well, they had like Pikmin had a bunch of stuff. I don't know what card you're thinking of.
It was the Rock Pikmin. Yes, it was the Rock Pikmin.
Right? Yeah, the
Rock Pikmin was sick because you could play the combo and pull out 4 Rock Pikmin out of your deck. Right. This is the same kind of idea where you play it on your opponent's turn and you pull a clean card out of your deck and make it easier for you to cancel. That's so sick. It's so sick. I don't know how good it is, like testing required, but like if you could fix for green, you could play this in EN and just pull out all your non-soul triggers out of your deck.
Oh,
you know?
God.
Imagine playing this on your level 2 turn before you're gonna Gura them, and you're just pulling all your non-soul triggers out of your deck. You get to pull all your Lammies out, you get to pull all your Amelias out, and then you slam them with Gura, and every card index is soul trigger now. Insane.
I don't know what regloss cards. Well, okay, let's think. So like
Resonator. The Resonator, bro.
Yeah, that probably does it.
Literally the Resonator.
I'm gonna slam my Resonator and give the 2 lanes of Gura I'm allowed to use fucking Musashi as well, because fuck you.
Right. And
Dude,
your deck doesn't have soldiers because you pulled them all out with this event.
There are some times where I just hate Hololive. Like, so much. Hololive as a property, sure. Yes. I like VTubers. The entertainment, clip channels are my life when I'm home just lying in bed watching YouTube.
Animation
but like
Corona as a freaking Banjo-Kazooie character, yeah.
This set is like the sets are just. This is a mistake. This entire set so far has seemed like a mistake.
Yes. That's the goal.
You're a bad man. You're a bad man, and not.
Remember how I was trying to justify, like, this is like out of context, but the other night we were on a call and I was like trying to justify this new thing I wanted to print my custom set, and they were all like, if you do that, it has to be anti-synergistic with all your old Scooby-Doo cards. And I was like, damn, you're right. Like, we had this whole hour-and-a-half conversation. At the end of it, I was like, damn, they're right. I want this cool thing to be in the set. It's like, this is what we're talking about here. Every single one of these cards is like a dark material that's like, you have to consider all 500 cards Hololive already has.
Yep.
Because it's like, cool, you can play a mono regloss deck, and this is a really cool counter that just pulls cards out. But it's like, oh yeah, how hard is it to fix for green in EN? Oh, you just play 4 of the Oski Ricky, and then you can just play 4 of this, and that's all your only green fix? Oh, I guess it's broken, right?
Yep.
Oh, you know what else can play this? Is Kanata Gura, which also has a bunch of green cards in it.
Yeah, that just natively has it, yeah. You just
don't get me wrong. Like, I want this card. I want this card to be real. I want them to print a set that can utilize this. Just not Hololive, please. Not Hololive.
Yeah.
No Holo. No live.
Shit. Oh, this is such a cool card, though.
Yeah.
But no.
All right. Speaking of cool cards.
All right.
This has small ame on it.
Small May.
Small trait is also regarded as toxic trait in all zones. That'll never come up.
Okay.
When this card
Flavor.
When this card becomes reversed, if this card's battle opponent is cost 0 or lower, you can put that character into your opponent's stock. Your opponent puts the bomb card of their stock in their waiting room. When your opponent levels up, if the 2 soul is in your climax area, choose a VTuber or Hololive character in your waiting room, put it into your stock, reveal the top card of your deck. If that's a VTuber or Hololive character, put it in your hand. You may know where this is going. Let's talk about the next card right in a row, because it's relevant.
Oh, no.
On the same climax, during your turn, this card gets 1,000 power for each of the other VTuber or Hololive characters. And when damage dealt by this card is cancelled, if the 2 souls in your climax area, choose a VTuber or Hololive character in your waiting room, put in your stock, reveal the top card. It's a VTuber or Hololive character, put in your hand.
It's Bofree.
It's May and Yui.
Except this one's a stock bomb. This one is crazy.
Yeah, this is a cost 0 stock bomb. And the other one swings at like 8k.
Oh, by the way, Soul Triggers, Gura, Omega Lol.
Yep, Ame
Oh my
Same.
god, why does this have a soul trigger?
Ame
Wait,
Same.
hold on. At least the cancel one does not have a soul trigger on
Yeah,
the.
I'll give you that one.
Oh, you're
That's
right.
true.
I forgot that she doesn't.
I mean,
Perfect.
good.
Okay.
She doesn't need one. She's correctly statted as is.
Oh yeah.
I don't
She
like
would have been
the
smaller.
small Ame is just. I think is just funny. Like I don't even know if it's like good.
Goals.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's incidentally another card with a soul trigger you can play in EN that also has a good effect.
This dimension
Like,
is
call me
between the
crazy.
two of us.
Call me crazy. This one's getting the B plus because you could play it without the climax combo. The other one, you basically have to play the combo.
Yeah, you could just play this as a cost 0 bomb that's always going to die because that's like 2k.
Yay,
If you
more
so desire.
Gura or something. I've ever told you I just think Gura's super overrated. Not as a card, but as a VTuber.
Moving on.
Cards are fine. Ame's
I mean,
cute.
I don't think they're fine. I think that the Ame needs to be definitely a no. I think like there's nothing wrong with Hammer Girls. I think it's a really funny combo, but like EN doesn't need this.
No.
It definitely doesn't need this. If any, like, I think it's a cool thing to have in Hololive because Hololive doesn't have two soul combos.
Well, except for the green ones.
Those are stock souls.
No,
No
those
two
are stock
souls.
souls.
It's all double soul
Yeah,
triggered to me.
so
It is not the same thing.
no, I mean like hard two soul combos like this. But like the other thing too is that you're never gonna see Bushi print these because like I don't know, maybe you would. The thing is that your two soul combo has to be basically as good as the UA combo for it to be playable. And I don't know if they have the cojones to do that again. I think this 11337 Amelia I think is fine. I don't know why you rated it as a no, blank.
Because if we're not going to print the one, like, I don't think this card would ever see play. So I rated them
Yeah.
both as no. If they either need to both exist or neither exist, I think.
Yeah, I mean I think they can
Because,
both
like,
exist. The first one has to not be this. Like it can't have the soul trigger for one thing, and it probably shouldn't have the stock bomb for another thing. But like that's the whole upside of playing the card. But EN just doesn't need this again, so I don't know.
it's like, it's either both yes, and we just accept that this small Ame is going to be toxic, as the trait implies. Or we just say no to both of them, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. All right. Honestly, probably talked about this more than we needed to. But
Potentially. We're doing good on time.
interesting.
And we only have 3 more
All right.
combos to go.
Hell
Boy.
yeah.
Ooh, back row combo. Wait a minute.
All right, so it has level assist, all your characters. Sorry, this card's called Muse's Musings. Why am I reading all the Kanade cards? I don't even
It's
know
a
who
fun
this is.
coincidence.
I mean, you keep reading cards in general. I think I've read one.
I don't know. She is pretty cute. Well, you like to keep asking, do you want to read these?
No, I'm not here for reading. I'm here for rating.
Wow.
He'll read the fauna cards. He'll read all the fauna cards.
Yay! I will read
Uh,
all 2 fauna cards.
Okay, so this is Muse's Musings, Otonose Kanade. It's 2-1. It has level assist, and it has climax combo with the wind. It won when lifelong crescendo is placed in your climax area. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your other VTuber or Hololive characters. They get the following abilities on the turn. On attack, look at up to 3. Choose up to 1 card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest into your waiting room.
Wind.
Blank, remind me. Weiss is on reverse. Look at top 2 add-all characters, right? Or is it top 3 add-all characters?
You're talking about Weiss from the TD Ruby stuff?
Yeah.
I think it's look at 2,
I'll
take 1.
check it. It's fine. It's not
But
look at 2, take
it
1.
swings like massive. Like,
It is on reverse. Look at up to 2. Take up to 2 characters. So effectively, what you're doing is the reason I'm comparing it to the Weiss is when that card attacks, you can give itself and one other character on reverse. Look at 2 adult characters instead of this being on climax play. Give itself and 1 character. It's on climax play. Pay 1, give 2 characters. Look at 3, add 1 card. So kind of similar profile, kind of similar costing. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I had to do some finagling to figure it out. Because basically what it's doing
Would you?
is giving 2 characters a level 1 combo effect. So it's like,
Right. Yeah. That's level 2.
yeah.
So here's a couple things here. Does Regloss have any wind support?
No. Not
Okay.
particularly. I just thought that this would
I
be a
am
cool
gonna
effect for
give
this combo to
this.
have.
So here's the unfortunate thing. Is this is a Hololive card.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit rude here. I don't think you ever played this card.
Probably not.
Because the way
So
you would want to do this is you'd want to stand by this in at level 1 and have like a good like set of front row cards. Like for example your Ayame like with hand on core, right? And then just have this be your combo card. But in order to do that, you have to stand by this in, and then this is not on a standby combo, it's on a wind. So you have to wait a turn to play the wind. And then if you're doing that, then you're playing wind, which is a really, really terrible. Like it's fine if you trigger it, but like I don't know, you'd rather play choice. You'd rather play honestly. You just like if this is a stock soul, I'd prefer it to be honest. And then there would actually be some payoff because you could fund its own stock cost to give the characters skill. If this was in any other set, like you might be able to justify playing this, but I don't know why you'd ever play this in Hololive in particular.
Because
That's
you
just
want
me
to see
though.
Hana Day. Yeah. It's
okay,
entirely.
so
I think it's fine, but I don't think I'd ever play this. Like, don't take this the wrong way. Card's really well designed, but like, I don't think I ever sleep this. You know.
Yeah.
I'm coming at this from the other side, kind of. Because this is Hololive, this card gets a lot more playable. Like, if you want to build this deck around this girl, you have so much support to, like, through level 1, like the Ina.
Mm-hmm.
You just had an on reverse salvage with, like, a top check effect.
Yeah,
And
that's a
that's
good
not,
card.
you don't need a climax combo. Like, you have ways to make it to where if you want to build a deck around this girl, you could do it
Yeah,
because Hololive has so much early plussing. Like,
there's
trust me, I'm a fauna player. I play a fauna deck. Her combo cannot plus at all,
And you can still
and
play it.
yeah.
Hololive can
Alive.
still make a functional pile out of it because it's Hololive.
Yeah.
So that's
There's also that
like,
other. It's a Sora level 1, right? Like when her damage is canceled, you can put her to stock.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've played that in
So if you're
decks.
playing that as your level 1, you could actually play the Regloss event, and maybe this is your back row card that you play to make the Regloss event work. That's another line you could maybe take. I just don't know
That's-
why you would do any of that when you could just play regular standby with Polka or Choco, but that's just me.
Because you want to play this
that's
card.
just like,
It really is that simple. Like, all of these are like, make cards
Yeah.
with the girls on them. They don't have to be like.
I guess I'll give it a D minus. It's not a completely worthless card, but
I don't. It's really hard for any Hololive card to be like unsleevable, and that's like where I'm coming at it from. It's like I competitively, this card will never see play. This card will never see the light of day, most likely.
One hundo.
But it pluses, and like you know, that's good enough sometimes. You know.
I think my problem is I look at my box of Hololive cards that I have sleeved. Like, I've never played a deck with the Ayame combo. I have never played a deck with the Okayu combo. I have never played a deck
Wow.
with the Poa combo from set 2, right? There are so many combos that are better than this that I haven't even touched yet or brewed with. Like, I would never sleeve this card. You know what I mean? I'd never even get to it in my lifetime, you know?
Such
That's
is the
kind of
way
where I'm
with
at with it.
Hololive.
It sounds like you need to do some more testing, brother. Because Okayu
Sounds like
and
I-
Ayame are like pretty good. Like
Oh, I'm
Ayame is a
aware.
little more sus, but Okayu is really good.
I played Okayu a little bit, I think, during set 1, but it's just I don't know. It never really panned out for me. I always preferred Korone, and now we have the Kiara. That's just a look at 4. So
I think Kiara is like sus. Those
I think you're
itch. I mean that's real.
Really true.
Those like discard look at 4s are like a little. How do I word this without it sounding weird? I always want them to be the look at 5s, but the look at 5s always have a condition on them.
Mm-hmm.
So the only one I've ever like actually wanted to play of this ditch a card, check at X number and add is the blue archive one, which looks at 5 and can still discard anything. You just need to hit your experience, which is like the whole point of the set.
Yeah.
So
I played more Phonica. I'm fine with that combo.
mm,
All right. Last 2 cards. This is
Right,
your
Blank, you gotta read one of these.
Oh, I get the great performance. I'm down. Their insurance policy. Oh, Kazuma. Is that what it says? My eyes are blurry.
Kazuma
I'm
Iraha.
very tired.
Kazama.
Kazama Iraha. If you don't have any other characters in your center, this card gets following ability. This card gets 4,500 power for each other in Secret Society Hollow X in your backstage. This card gets great performance. And the climax combo is pay 1 when it's placed in climax area. You get to do all this. Deal a damage to your opponent, and then this card cannot be chosen by opponent's card effects during your opponent's climax phase or during this card's battle. You cannot receive damage. Okay. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. It also
Oh,
has
this is
3
for...
souls.
This is for... So hold on, just so I'm understanding this correctly. The can't receive damage is gonna be, because this has great performance, it's for all 3 of their attacks and for all of their climax phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So effectively, unless your opponent has main phase burns, you ain't taking any damage from this except by combat.
Yep.
Well, at least it's not an egg soul.
It is not an Exo.
Okay, so
It is a 16/5 cross turn beater 3 soul.
Yep.
I know Secret Society Hollow X has like a level assist or something that can like buff
Query,
this
yeah.
even higher for sure.
You also have the Louis to give it a soul.
Yeah. So your only swing
That's
that
funny,
you're
actually.
doing is 4-1. Or I guess you could just let her sit stupidly small at 7-5 and still attack with the other 2 lands. I guess that's an option.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, Giga Brain idea.
Mhm.
You play the thing, you crash your 2 side lanes, and you have combo and you're big on your opponent's turn, but you still got 3 attacks last turn.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes
That's
sense.
that's insane.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to
can-
like
you can
attack with her,
play-
but it's totally fine because she's got 3 souls natively. So yeah. I like
So
the
she
way
has
you think,
4
Blake.
souls. She'll have 5 souls if you have the Louis.
And you give it to the
You can
her
play-
specifically. Yeah.
You can play 2 Noels or 2 Callies as your side lane off finishers.
Or the Kanade and anything. Like the Kanade and
God, no,
Some other
please.
yeah.
But what is the Kanade again?
That's
Give 2
one-
characters
yeah,
Musashi.
Yeah, no, I'm not even considering that. I'm just considering like
what exists.
what's in the set already.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you want the Noels to die, so you wouldn't want them to be Noels. They would have to be like,
Yeah.
they could be Chocos,
You
like
need-
ditch 2, burn 1.
You need small offlane finishers. How many of those exist?
Or you just like have 2 other attacks on top of your deal of damage, and then you can't get fucked with next turn.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Honestly, this might
here's
be-
the issue with that, Blake, is that they just clear over this on their first attack, and then they still have 2 other lands that were probably dealing combo damage.
I'm confused. Why do you think this gets cleared?
Because you still have the other characters in your center stage, so she doesn't get power if they don't die.
No, but what I'm saying is if you crash them, that's why you want them to be a small card that just have 2 other attacks.
So yeah, you're not
Yeah.
not even off finishers, just guys. Is Blake's.
Yeah, all you need is 2 other attacks, and you can like put your opponent in this like super weird loop.
Also, Hololive has how many Soul Trigger cards?
Yeah, you're like
Like-
your attacks are for 3 anyway,
Just-
probably.
You could just load up your deck with Soul Triggers and do three soul swings. I think we need to think about this for a second, though. I don't think this is broken.
I don't think it is either, but also like I hate anti-burn, so fuck this card.
So okay, here's my thing. Keep forgetting about the anti-burn. I'm only like evaluating it in terms of the actual damage it's doing. But you're right. I have to think about the anti-burn also.
The anti-burn is the primary effect, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like what we talked about with the Scooby, right? Like, if you play the deck, the idea would be to have it be great performance. You swing for 4, and then on attack you get to burn 1 for that extra little bit of push. And the payoff for doing that is you don't get to take any auto damage during your opponent's next turn. So effectively, you're slamming this, you're making them push their board into yours, and then that's it. That's all they get to do. It effectively buys you a turn for just 1 stock. But because you can just play shitters, and swing them in, and then have this be a solo card afterwards, and then you get to just stall with it, I think that's less good. Like, you could argue, but I'm going to keep doing it. You could play 5 or 6 standby.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Stand
going
by
the
this side
same
at
place
level.
I was going.
Yeah. Stand
Stand by this side
Finish
at
at
level 2, right? You have the Kana to field swap, so you can switch this in. You have an Oski somewhere to keep it pumped. At level 2 or early level 3, you play this. You stall for a turn. You just punt your side lanes in, and then once this dies or doesn't die, cool. Now you can just play Marine and kill them with Marine whenever you're ready to kill them. You know, it's the same line of play you would put with Nico Sora, right? You would play.
putting
It would be
this as a
4 standby, 3 bar, 1 door, or like 5 standby, 2 bar, 1 door. You just keep looping the Soras until you're ready to kill your opponent. Kind of the same idea here.
except that this is choice,
You know?
so that's definitely more complicated. But I see the vision, at least some of the vision.
Yeah.
You know what else is interesting? Like, this as a 2-turn finisher actually like does a lot of work, right? The other thing I didn't think about is that if this does have other characters in center stage, they're 7/5. If your opponent's got level 3s on the board, you could play 3 of this to the front row. You crash in the 2. You're doing the burn ones. You crash.
Oh.
You could crash in the 2 and do the great performance, or if your opponent doesn't have stuff here, like, you don't need the great performance because it's going to be in every lane anyway, and you're hexproof in all 3 lanes.
That's so good. Holy shit, like
Yeah, you can ignore the great performance on this card, and because it has 3 souls, even if they field big shit, you can either do the crash play on the sides and side in the middle, or you can just side all 3 lanes because it's like attack for 1, ping 1.
Holy shit. I love it.
This card actually might be too good.
Yeah.
Like that line of play.
Mission accomplished. Then the whole point of this was to make this card like this. This is the let me solo her. I want, if any card is let me solo her, it's this one. That's Ira.
Yeah.
She deserves.
No, you're saying, just so I'm clear, you could play 2 stock. You could have 3 stock. Play this for 2 stock. Play 2 shitters. Do the combo. Pay 1. Burn them for 1. Bring your shitters in and give it a great performance. Or if you have a 9 stock, you can field 3 of this and then pay 3 more stock. Burn them for 1 3 times and then just punt your side lanes in. Still have a great performance, or side them with all of them, and then they all have the no auto burn. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Either
like this card's
so
too versatile.
So basically, if you have more stock, you just get to do more ping ones, and either way, you're getting no autos in either all or 3 of your lanes, depending on how you need to finesse it.
That's incredible.
I think that's
That's incredible.
It's definitely interesting, but it's probably too good. Yeah.
Shit,
also please remember that Hololive has tap counter and this card doesn't cost your hand at all.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, I love it. I love it.
I guess this stops.
This stops so much shit.
So hold on. If your opponent's playing Pixar, they're not going to deal you auto burn. But if they have Buzz and Woody, they're going to put shit into your clock from top of deck, right?
Oh yeah, that's bad. Sure. Is it?
But if you have tap counter, you can just tap them down, so they're only gonna get to do that shit once.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is that I hate Buzz and Woody as a card, but it's not even the meta deck for Pixar, if I recall correctly.
It's like a dual laner deck, right?
Yeah, like it's a dual laner deck, and I don't remember which finisher they play, but I was shocked that it wasn't Buzz and Woody.
Yeah.
Because Buzz and Woody's a cancer card.
Yeah.
Hate that card.
Well,
alright.
I kind of want to print this card so I could test it. But,
no, dear God, no.
I mean, I have.
Don't ever print this.
I have this set basically coded up in Sim, like a slightly earlier beta version. This card is programmed as written.
Oh wait, hold on. I just realized something. Because you want a bunch of stock for this, maybe that Koyori combo's not actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the vision.
Okay.
8 choice.
Yeah. The vision is turbo crack and broken. You need to not do this anymore. Man burned down the kitchen with this one. He
Uh-huh.
cooked too hard.
Yeah, this is the only set that I'm ever gonna cook this hard on. The rest of it's, well, okay. No, I'm standing by that. 'Cause this is all Hololive stuff. Everything
You know what's
else,
even better that I realized, Blank, is Hollow X has glow sticks.
yeah,
Yeah, they just search the event every turn.
they just grab it.
No, you could,
to
you
loop
search
this
the Hollow X
shit.
every turn. Yeah.
You can search the event and then play it to search the climax for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo. This man needs to be like put on trial for his crimes against custom set making.
I can't wait to see
Oh,
how
jeez.
this goes when we've got the same level of bullshit, but it's on like a property has literally zero support because it's like fresh, and just
Like
see
if
what happens.
this was a thing by itself, it would probably still be too good,
Oh yeah,
but at least I could be like, this is something cool and unique for this property and this property alone to have. But like Hololive gets everything. So if they print this in another set, that just means Hololive's gonna get it eventually. So I don't want this to ever be printed actually.
Yeah, interesting.
Because they're not gonna
Great law.
stop printing Hololive sets.
Yeah, the joy of being a Hololive fan.
Not for the next 5 years anyway, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna have to get like a Project Sekai Hololive set that's like, yeah, it's all of them, but like it's like they have to have some justification for them not synergizing with all the old cards, you know.
Oh my god, it's a Gura Miku crossover. Oh fuck yes.
What I mean is, Project Sekai is a bunch of Vocaloid cards, but it's not compatible with any of the old Project Diva sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. They did do that.
right. But anyway, do you mind if I read this last one?
Behold. No, you'd be the most
Chicken.
familiar with this profile.
Chicken.
Oh no, I don't know. I like that. All right, this card get. Yeah, you could read this one, Gadget. You're gonna be familiar with this. You'll know all about this. All right, well,
Marika.
this card gets 1,000 power for every other myth character in your backstage. It's 11k cross turn. On play, pay 1. When it's placed from hand or by the effect of the herself, Kikikiri Takanashi Kiara. You could pay 1, burn 1, okay. And then climax combo, pay 1, ditch 1 character. And put this card into memory. When battle damage dealt by this card is cancelled, if Hinotori is in your climax area, you may pay the cost if you do. Choose the character in your waiting room and put it on the stage position this card was on.
You're a monster.
You're
a monster.
So
You play this and your
Alright.
opponent's dead.
Yeah, roast him.
Like okay, and then you play 2 lanes of this, right? So you can do 2 from waiting room if you want.
Mhm.
And then in the other lane you play the Kanade that gives them both Musashi as well.
Yeah. So
And you're just like laughing at your opponent as you like literally pull out a fucking AK-47 and just machine gun their entire deck down. Because this is on shot too, so they're gonna trigger. You're gonna trigger a shot too, and that's gonna be another cancel burn one. What is wrong with both of you? I've been on 2 set reviews with you, JB, and these cards keep coming up where you just get a million attacks, but also a million cancel burns, and on play burn in this case. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
To the ground.
Okay, so I need to properly explain to people exactly why this card is broken. Because like I'm not even going to talk about the effect for now. I'm just going to talk about the statting. So in Slime, you've got this card that's called Inherited Form Rimuru.
Oh wait, do you not remember
on stage?
Sorry to interrupt. There's a Bang Dream card with this exact combo on it.
All right, well
that's why
we'll get to that.
That's why this is stat the way it is.
We'll get to that. Inherited Form Rimuru is when it's placed on stage from hand or by the effect of his combo, you can heal 1. So like in theory, on play, pay 1, burn 1 is kind of costed the same. But the Rimuru is at the end of attack, if you have the choice in your climax area, pay 3, ditch 1, put this card to memory. Then you have to mill 2, and if they're all characters, then you choose any character from your waiting room and put it on stage. Now you might say, well, that's really strong, and that card's probably really old, and there's no coin flip any blah blah blah. And you'd be right, that card's a little overcosted probably. But you see, in Attack on Titan, there's this Sasha, and the Sasha on play from hand lets you salvage any character, which funds her cost. And then end of attack, if her door is in the climax area, you can pay 2, ditch 2, put her into memory, choose a character in your waiting room except for herself, and summon her. And then there's also incidentally an ICTL you can call off this that also heals 1 on play. So it's kind of the same idea here. So just a reminder, pay 2, ditch 2, and then also pay 3, ditch 1 with a coin flip. And you have this costed at pay 1, ditch a traded character.
On cancel, yeah.
On cancel.
Oh, it's when damage is canceled.
Yeah, that's why it's a Bang Dream combo.
Yeah, like we were letting you go, but we were both like, dude, he did. I don't think he did the Bang Dream on cancel thing.
He did not know. I thought he would know.
This is gonna be Kokoro then, huh?
Wait,
no, it's like a blue
this
character.
It's not Kokoro.
It's a blue character. I don't know Bang Dream girls.
I was about to say it's not Kokoro.
Is it Yuki now?
I don't think.
The people will see the right card in the video because it'll just pop up as you start to as I made the interruption.
Yeah.
But
Oh, also, Gadget. The coin flip in the Rimuru deck is not actually a coin flip.
It's 100% hit because you only play traded characters and yellow climaxes in it. So it's actually a 100% hit rate, but
because
it's
it
on
hits
there as
on
a fake condition.
Demon Continent or yellow climaxes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
I also looked at it, I was like, man, they got a clean cut, but I'm pretty sure Blank is the one who sat down with me. I was like, all right, no, listen, motherfucker.
Oh, it's Mashiro. That's right.
That's who it is. Yes, it's Mashiro.
Okay,
As
so
soon
wait,
as you
hold on.
said the
That's MASH.
Blah blah blah.
wrong mash.
Pay 2, put this card into your memory. When damage up by this card is canceled, if you have full board, you can choose a character you're going to place on stage. Yeah, and the payoff for that is there is a ICTL Mashiro that you can summon off this that is bottom 3 ICTL.
Okay.
Well, also can just summon any other off finisher, and Bang Dream's a very big set.
Yeah, the Morphonica ones is why you play the Mashiro off finisher. It's the only ICTL I think in Bang Dream. So you swing for 3 with this, probably 4 with your Soul Pump because you're playing EN. You cancel it, you get to summon another one on play, pay 1, burn them for 1, and then attack again. And if you cancel again,
and then you trigger a shot, and then they also cancel that, and then
you trigger a 2 soul.
And then you well, no, I'm not playing IMA in this garbage.
You're not playing. You're not playing Amelia Kiara because I know some people will.
Oh well, yeah, sure, but like I said,
that's crazy.
Myth has a lot of weird stuff going on.
I don't know. I think
they might be my favorite in Myth, I guess. But
you think this is Marika? Why do you think this is Marika?
I don't think he said.
It's burn 1 and restand. This is on play burn 1, and then you restand, and then you. Oh, I summoned another one, and then I burn 1 again, and then I attack again, and then I.
And you're doing.
It's not actually.
Your point is you can do it potentially up to 3 times in 1 lane, and then still have 2 more swings afterwards.
Why is it only 2?
So you do the 1, you send it to memory, you get the 1, you send it to memory, you get the 1, you send it to memory, you get the 4th one. So that's 3 burn ones, and then you have 2 more swings afterwards, right?
Except you can you get 3 more swings because the last one canceled. You don't have to summon a copy of this.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
So it's
you do also need all those swings to cancel. So it's battle damage.
Which is why technically I was 2 and 2.
Yeah.
You
so
put 2 on the front row.
Absolutely.
And then you also can give them the Musashi. So then it's
I wouldn't even do that. I would have given the 3rd lane the Musashi.
Other one has the cancel effect from a climax. If I summon another Kiara, I get another burn 1. And if I cancel, I have a Musashi on top of that. Not to mention the burn ones from both the Kiaras on play. And if you want to get real spicy, if you have the stock for it, because this thing goes stock positive over the almost, right?
Yeah.
You can play the
it's stock neutral.
Musashi. you give the Musashi giver it played in the back row. You give the Kiaras that, and you play your other lane as a Kali Musashi as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I know. I
yeah,
get that.
Takamori.
It's like
This is
that's
stock neutral though. I guess the last one you play is stock positive because you're getting whatever character you summon for free.
I
But
guess
if
you
you're
have to
playing
pay
them
one for the on play burn though too.
right, that's why I'm saying it's stock neutral. But if you're summoning any other character, you're right. It's the stock plus because you're effectively just changing this. You're effectively just ditching a character, changing this into the character you discarded. There is no cost. If your damage is canceled, you just change into another character for free. I
Like
think
from
Hololive
hand
has enough
almost, yeah.
good off finishers that's hand or waiting room. And if you have the off finisher in your hand, cool, you just change. Like you do this, you have the other copy in your hand, so you do the thing, you burn them for one, you cancel, you ditch the other one, you put this to memory, you call it back out, you pay one, burn them for one. You don't have any more copies of it? Darn. Okay, well you got 2 free ping ones, and now your second Kiara can just change into Luna, and now you have another on reverse burn one. And then you've got 2 more lanes that just do something that probably have Musashi burns. So you did 3 ping ones plus 3 soul damages plus the other 2 swings, and that's only gonna be for like 6 or 7 stock without even trying. Yeah, that's probably too good.
Yeah.
But this doesn't. The thing is, this I'm not giving this the S because my brain doesn't immediately like register this as broken. Like I had to think through it, but this is definitely really, really strong and probably too strong. Like I said, the reason I went through the whole spiel of those other 2 restanding combos is like,
Context.
yeah, for cards that are summoning other cards or restanding, even if you're putting cancel effects on here to reduce the cost, like Chris had to have this conversation with me when I made the Scooby finisher for the first time because that card was initially pay 2, ditch 2, and he basically had to tell me, well, the card's swinging twice. And I said, yes. And he says, so basically your cost is discard 2. And I said, no, it's not. It's discard 2, pay 1, because you're only refunding 1 stock. And he said, no, because you're refunding both the stock because you're swinging with it twice. Mashiro isn't broken because you're paying 2, which means the card that you're summoning off of it is only refunding 1 of the stock. You still have to invest 1 stock.
Yeah, the fact that
No.
this actually turned that into a pitch does, yeah.
Correct. So that's why I'm like, when you have finishers like this, you have to cost them at like 2 stock or more, because otherwise you can just go stock neutral on every swing, and that's not okay. Not you won't go infinite, but you can go through all 4 copies of this without any investment, basically. And unfortunately, basically all restanders are like that, except for the ones that are like pay 1, ditch 2 characters, and those ones are typically not. They're like typically only during the turn that they're played, so they can't do broken shit like this. Anyway.
So I could see this as like pay 2 pitch trait, and then like the character that you spawn gets like an incidental amount of power.
The other thing about this one is like, unlike Rimuru and the AOT card, I don't remember who it is. I haven't played AOT. Sasha, yeah. Because this is on cancel, this card cannot actually get memory kicked to stop the chain because it happens before reverses happen.
Yeah, the other thing is Mashiro requires full board, and this one does not. So like, might want to consider putting that full board condition on here too.
Nah, I'd increase the stock cost,
Well,
but
like,
it's a flavor thing.
I guess so, yeah. But then all the more reason for it to be paid to ditch 1 character.
Yep. I'm absolutely behind that. I can definitely, if I'm going to end up going back and balancing stuff to make it like more fair, which is debatable, because I am perfectly fine also just doing this showcase and being like, all right, cool. I never have to look at these cards again.
I mean, fair. If you're not gonna play them, I guess technically none of it matters.
I did my job of making cards that, even if they weren't like playable cards for Hololive, they got my flavor mission accomplished.
And it's like, I think this kind of thing is cool, but this would be insanely hard to like balance to where, like, I think being on shot is like, is that helping it because it's got all this on cancel shit anyway, or is it hurting it because you're not stock charging? Because like the whole thing with Rimuru is that whether you play 8 choice or wind choice, you have like a stock charging option, so you can like make sure you can chain all of them if you do the thing properly. This one's a little like, and I guess the problem is like oh, you have to cancel to do it. It's like, well, if they don't cancel, they're probably eating 4,
Uh-huh.
which is like, almost a finisher in its own right. Just eating, your opponent eats vanilla swings.
Yeah.
Vanilla swings are the
Yeah.
deadliest finisher in Weiss. I don't know. It might be like the burn one on play that that definitely is what is like pushing it over for sure.
Hmm.
I think
That makes sense.
because otherwise, like this combo exists.
Yeah.
Like that's not the problem. I'm just like the burn one on play. Is that too much? And the answer is like probably.
Probably.
But I can't deny that it's not cool. It is cool. But I don't want it to exist.
Yep. And with that, that's yellow.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah, well,
Lord have mercy. Those last two are just like holy shit.
and this is how because this is set up like a premium booster would be at normal rarity, all of the finishers for this set are always going to be at the end. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
so scared.
So yeah, tune in next time for green, where we'll see if it holds a candle to yellow. Till then.